Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to what should be, all things being equal, the last part of the night generation of my medieval legacy challenge, because Gerard should get promoted when he goes to work today. Fingers crossed. Obviously, you guys all just saw that Vivienne has passed away. I played a few days off screen, I think like 3 or 4, because I wanted to get to Eleanor's birthday. And unfortunately, Vivienne lasted about 2 days after I got the final time affairs in order message. So she did okay, but she didn't quite make it to Eleanor's birthday. But it was nice to at least have my Sims have been here. These guys are celebrating spring clean. That's actually why Gerard didn't get promoted in the previous day. It was spring clean, it was a public holiday. But if you have a look at his progress, all golds, we got our 15 social events at least once or twice a day. I was starting gatherings, bringing the knights over, having him work out on like the weekend and stuff. He just needs to work hard at work. So that's awesome. Oh, it's almost his birthday. I can't believe he's going to be an elder. I also don't know how he's ended up so much older than Christina. Like, it actually weirds me out a little bit. I know she had a 9-day delay. She was actually meant to be like, I think they became friends at school originally. So she should be about the same age as him. So I guess we could chalk it up to him having had a very active life. Obviously, he's been in wars, battles and stuff. It's all happened obviously off camera. All right, I'm going to get her to cook. She's cooking level 6 now. Once she decided to embrace cooking, she actually has done very well. She witnessed the death of a friend. My Sims are so sad. Now, I mentioned in the last part that I was having trouble getting Jacob initiated. Thank you very much. You suggested it might have had something to do with his religion skill not being high enough. I did confirm at the time he had religion 2. He's now almost to 4. I think what the problem is he is a teen, not an adult, because I actually tested it with an adult Sim and it worked just fine. So it's not that it's not working, it's that it's not working with Jacob right now. I've got Eleanor. She's taking the day off. She's going to the bathroom. Then she decided I actually just clicked auto solve on her hunger and she decided to come and join her mum cooking, which is good. She still doesn't have a huge amount of romance with Asher. But given this was medieval times, I think they will have been promised to one another. That obviously is a thing we're going to have to work on, but it's tricky because she, again, was there when her grandmother died. She's not a happy camper. Rebecca's also had a baby who I actually already aged up to a toddler. His name is Emmanuel. He's very cute. He did get her red hair and curls. Like, he got his daddy's curls. It's very cute. He's adorable. I would like to introduce you guys, but I think I'm going to have Jacob go with her. So we'll do it when he gets home because I want him to work on his aspiration. It makes sense to me that we really try and focus while he's a teen on Friend of the World. So he needs to introduce himself to 10 Sims. And I thought we could take him across, whether or not he can introduce himself to Emmanuel. Maybe there'll be some other Sims there that he doesn't know. Hilariously, I think it's hilarious. You guys may not. I just had a attractiveness alert, but like an opposite attractiveness alert from Jacob that he is actively not attracted to Mira, which is obviously good because the two of them have been raised as siblings. It was funny. He was like, I wouldn't want to, be involved with her romantically. It was quite harsh, actually. But I'm kind of like, well, good then. Poor Eleanor. She's very sad. Why don't I have her go and work on her sadness, like give herself a pep talk and stuff? Grandma would want me to think about the future. I'm betrothed to Asher and I like him. He's a good friend, but she doesn't have strong romantic feelings for him yet. So her parents are like, you are coming of age. It is time basically for her to get married, move out. Jacob will pay a dowry of some kind and off she pops. So we could in theory move Asher in here, but I'm actually thinking I'm going to move her out. They can start their own lives together. And then his focus is going to switch to Mira. Oh, I set up a little toy corner. These are all things she's made, except for this one, obviously. We were talking about what we should do with Mira because she's currently on the academic aspiration. But I'm struggling to imagine a situation where in medieval times, a woman could genuinely attend university. The thought I had originally was that I enroll her in religious studies under the kind of auspices of the church. And basically Jacob, as the father of the church, would sponsor her So she'd live at the church and then go to university. And then when she finally graduated, like I'd probably put her in teaching. So she'd just go off to work every day and come home. But maybe she'd be doing religious education for young women like Eleanor, like teaching noble ladies and stuff. The advantage of that is she'll actually pull in a decent salary after the 3 weeks are over. The disadvantage is I have to do uni. So the suggestion from the comments, and thank you so much to the person who suggested it. So this was actually Seashell's suggestion. I hope I'm pronouncing her username right. If Mira audited classes at university, so they let her go and she'd like sit in the back for classes that were appropriate, and, you know, she'd basically be involved, like either she could be an aide at the university, maybe she, you know, works for one of the local professors, because obviously Jacob and more importantly Gerard are fairly influential now and know a lot of people. You know, they basically get her a position. The way to do it mechanically is I was thinking we could have her live with Jacob, and you know how you can send Sims like on the phone, you can have them attend like a short course, I think it is. So for 250 simoleons, you can have them go and they'll get a little bit of a skill. And that could be how she learns. It wouldn't be cheap. It's probably more realistic to go with Seashell's suggestion, because that means she's not enrolling and going to all the classes. And plus it also means I don't have to deal with doing presentations, like laying out presentations. Like I was thinking, well, where would I hide the presentation board so you guys don't see it? Because it would break immersion. So it would spare me that. We might try that, but what that does mean is I'm going to have to change her aspiration because she can never enroll. Renaissance Sim feels like we should be able to do it. Reach level 3 of any 3 careers. We could have her work low-level jobs, and that could be sort of indicating the odd jobs and stuff she does at the uni. I have set my MC command center so that as soon as my Sims get home from work, they actually change into their everyday wear. So at least you guys won't have to see her walking around in a McDonald's uniform or something. I don't know. I think Christina's like, okay, honey, we're going to get you to move out soon and get married. I've said this many times. This is a very sexist challenge. I'm really enjoying it, but there's a lot of constraints on the female Sims and what they can do. I mean, there are on the male Sims as well, but a lot more on the female Sims. Gerard has been promoted, you guys. Where's my boy? Let me get him on the camera so we can talk about him. Sir Gerard has been promoted to Grand Master of the Knighthood. He'll make an additional 20 an hour for a grand total of 100 an hour. This career pays very badly. He got a 3,000 simoleon bonus. He's been promoted by the king into Sir Stuart's role. He's the head of the knighthood. That means we've finished his generation. Oh, it's Olive's birthday tomorrow and then Gerard's birthday the day after. Oh my god. I don't want to age Gerard up early. I'm tempted to age Olive up early actually, because I think she's like creativity 10, and annoyingly it didn't kind of kick over. Like it didn't kick over to letting her learn piano. Okay, can I get you to blow that out? And then, yeah, why don't we do Olive's birthday actually? I like that idea. She is a maker. She is childish. She's got to be creative, doesn't she? She wants to make toys. I think that's the third part of that puzzle. But I'm thinking creative. All right, no, I'm pausing this. I don't trust any of you people. Add some candles. We're also going to age up Olive. Thank you, ma'am. So Olive is obviously Christina's kind of one true hope in terms of a lady. I zoomed in and she vanished. Come on, sweetheart, you can do it. There we go. Oh, why is Mira enraged? All right, now she's going to be our little noble. I'm kind of thinking creative. She's really taken to the piano, so her creativity goes in a different direction. I'm going to put her on musical genius. All right, you guys, it took a little while in this one. Oh, I meant to put on makeup on her and I forgot. I will do that. But this is little Olive. God, I wish she could eyedrop her makeup, because she and her sister have pretty much the exact same complexion. But I think Eleanor looks a lot more like Christina, whereas when you look at Olive, she's got her dad's face much more, I think, like the lip shape and all that kind of stuff. So originally I was like, I got My Wedding Stories. Why don't I put her in a bunch of My Wedding Stories frocks? Surely some of them will be useful. Most of them were not. So I've put this as her everyday. It is very dressy, but like I said, this is Christina's last best hope. This is her formal wear. I did look at a My Wedding Stories dress, but it was a lot. And the colour palette on those dresses is really either pastel or offensively bright. Now, I know I have a reshade, but still, it was bright even for me. So this is her, it's a My Wedding Stories dress, but it's her exercise gear. This is another My Wedding Stories dress. I've made that her sleepwear, and I gave her a cute little thing to keep her hair back so it doesn't get all messy. This is another My Wedding Stories dress. This little corset bit is Susie. Now, I looked at some of the others. I actually really like this dress, but I felt like it didn't go with her hair. Although now I'm looking at it again, I actually think I prefer it to the black. The black is a little bit come bite me vampire. It's got that energy. This is a bit less that, but see, the rest of them are just they're very pastel. So that's fine. This is her swimwear. It was not really relevant. This is her hot weather. Again, My Wedding Stories. I dislike that this bit looks like a t-shirt. I like this part of the dress, but I'm not super convinced. I kind of feel like I should change it to something else. What about something like this? I mean, it's a lighter material. It's still a long sleeve shirt. We could use the pearls again. Maybe she got given some pearls by Rebecca. Rebecca's mum was a sailor. And this is obviously not My Wedding Stories. This is CC I've had for quite a long time. But none of the My Wedding Stories stuff looked even remotely wintry. I haven't done anything with Eleanor's. I did have a quick look through her outfits, but I think she's pretty much perfect as she is. I don't know who she's going to marry yet, is the only thing. I have been thinking about that. I mean, potentially a younger knight. It could be another recruit from the knighthood thing, because the thing is, if Gerard is the head of the knighthood now, all of those strapping young men, he's got eligible daughters. I'm just saying, like, it's a good way to make good with the boss, and it means Gerard gets to handpick the good blokes as opposed to possibly the slightly less reputable fellows. Are you refusing to pee again? That is the thing this dog does. Oh, and her food's gone off, actually. Oh, and I had to deal with Cranky Pants over here. Olive's just decided she likes mischief. That's not a twist I saw coming. Given, isn't she proper? I'll say yes, and we'll see how it goes. Actually, Mira's just discovered she can't go to university. She's like, it's not going to happen. There's no way. And Christina's telling her, look, it is an unfortunate thing that we women have to restrain ourselves when, quite frankly, often we are probably more qualified to be at a university than the men folk. But maybe she's putting the idea in her head about ways she can kind of still influence the men around her and make a difference to the world. She not mad anymore? All I had to say was calm down, and she calmed down. Gosh, that was quick. She's like, you're right. I can influence men in other ways to do what I want. But not like that. It's not what we're talking about. She's a well-bred, well, she's not well-bred. She's a terribly bred but well-raised young lady. Her mother would have been of the, you can get men to do what you want via any means necessary. I'm going to have these two pop across to visit Asher. And like I said, get Jacob to shake some hands. So we live here. They actually live just across the bridge. Of course, it's a different neighbourhood, but it would be very convenient. Oh, wait, just these guys. I imagine Gerard's probably got some feast to go to this evening to celebrate his promotion to Chief Boss Knight, and maybe Christina's gone along with him, and Mira and Oliver stayed at home to do chores. That's what's happening. That's my headcanon. Plus, I want to show you the house that Rebecca and the others are living in. Now, I downloaded the house itself from the gallery, but I did do a lot of work on the interior. All right, we've arrived at the house. I've just queued up some hellos for Jacob. Eleanor is admiring the first snow. Let's come over here and do a funny introduction to little Emmanuel here. He is a cute bean. I really love him. I love that he's got his mum's hair colour. I do want to get them to knock on the door. I've learned the hard way that we don't stand out the front of a house and not knock on the door, because that's how people die. Oh, Rebecca's out here doing punching on the punching bag. Now that she's the lady of the house, she's like, well, of course I need to learn to defend myself. My husband is a knight of the realm and he will teach me. Okay, so this is the lounge area. This is pretty much all CC in here, I feel like. So we have a little altar over here to the Watcher, which is what that eye is the symbol of. This is the main living area. We have a little, because obviously Rebecca's got handiness. She's got a little craft room in here. This is their dining room. Very cute. Obviously Maxwell had to store his armor somewhere. Now, this whole bar setup was actually the original download, so that's cool. This is the kitchen. And again, this was in the middle of the original download. I think I changed the cabinetry and stuff. I really like having the spellcaster, the cauldron, in the middle of the kitchen. I like that it gives it like, there's a fire in the middle. It gives it like a central thing. Plus these things produce like, I think it's like 12 serves of food, which is great. So you could like do that, pop it in here, and you've got a nice hearty meal. This is where Asher and Morris are currently sharing a room. I don't know. I haven't figured out where they're going to live yet, but I don't think they're going to be able to stay in central Windenburg. I think they're going to have to go out a little because there's no current vacant houses. This is Emmanuel's room, and then this is Rebecca and Maxwell's room. I'm glad she lives in such a big, beautiful house. I feel like she deserves it. Now, I do actually need to age him up because he's currently a teen. In fact, I'm going to do that now. We'll age him up first because she could in theory flirt with him because that will work in this save, but not ideal. Sim commands. Set age, young adult. Now, like I said, these guys, I think she just got a happy sentiment to him. Rebecca, go look after your toddler. Let's give him a bath. That'll at least get him in the house and on the correct floor for his bedroom. Now, she is feeling very sad, so how successful I can possibly be. I like how good of friends they are. I actually think that's good. These guys, like I said to you guys before, when they were kids, they actually, on first impression, did not like each other. Now, I don't know what his third trait is because we just staged him up with cheats. So let's see if I can figure that out. He's a farmer. Oh, I don't know what that does exactly. That's a custom trait. Oh, look at these guys. Oh, by the way, I got some CC bathtubs. ZXTA just came out with 5 new medieval CC bathtubs. I love them. Poor Jacob's tired. It's like, can we go? So he knows everybody on this lot, which was the main reason we came here. I might take these guys home. So it's the next day and it's Gerald's birthday tomorrow. And I thought we might do it in this part. And another thing I'm testing, because she can make a wedding cake, just the basic one because she doesn't have gourmet cooking. But I wondered whether you could use the wedding cakes as birthday cakes. I feel like you probably can't because you wouldn't be able to put a birthday cake topper on them. But I thought we could have like a fancy wedding cake for Gerald because he's our heir, you know. Well, he's not our heir anymore. He's like our current gen sim. This cake is so cool looking. It's the same one I used for Rebecca's wedding because, again, made by a sim who had no gourmet cooking. Just put that in the fridge and hope no one eats it. They're going to eat it, aren't they? It's fine. She's also making a grand meal, which I thought we could have for food. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip ahead to tomorrow and we're going to have Gerald have his birthday because I feel like a good way to end this gen is to end with him becoming an elder. You know, it's like, feels like we're closing the book on the night gen. Then, not that he'll be dead, but, and we'll still be in the same house as him, but probably for only one more part because Mira and Jacob's birthdays are on Saturday. Maybe one more part in this house and then we'll move Jacob and Mira into the church. All right, it's Gerald's birthday and I've decided everyone stayed home from school, those that went to school still. We still have 3 school students. Gerald has also taken the day off work. I had to have him fake call in sick to work. Fortunately, they believed him just because that custom career, for whatever reason, you can't take the day off. So he's taken the dog for a walk. He actually believes all his kids went to school. And these guys are kind of getting everything set up to have a birthday sort of shindig, hootenanny, a fiesta. Hey, no one's eaten it. Although the top is gone, which makes me suspicious. What I was thinking was she'll feed a piece to him. I'll age him up with cheats. I just thought he deserves better, you know. I can't believe he's going to be an elder. I'm really shaken up by that. I feel like because I knew Christina had only just become an adult, I felt like I had more time. But I know I also noticed that he was almost an elder. It's like it just sort of failed to sink in. I love that these guys are hanging out here. Rebecca, why don't you join? Be like, hey, join the queue. It's fine. Redheads and 1 blonde. All right, buddy. You've given them enough time now. He's going to be like, oh my God, you guys are, what's happening? So I'm going to have her profess her undying love to her husband. Look at him. He's like, oh, hey, Rebecca, how are you? She is well mad. So Christina's telling him a poem that she wrote. It's probably not very good. She doesn't have any writing skill. Let's offer him a rose for his birthday. Rebecca's feeling awkward. I don't care. And then I'm going to form a group. We're all going to go inside. I'm going to have them, like I said, feed cake. And then maybe we'll call it a meal. They can have their nice roast. Hopefully it's got 4 hours. So she's got her slice. She's like, happy birthday, honey. You know, it's been a wonderful life was going to say a pleasure doing business with. That's not what I meant. You know, it's been the life that she dreamed of. Now I'm going to let him finish his cake and then we'll age him up. All right. I'm sorry to do this to you, buddy. I'm doing it with cheats just because I didn't want to have 2 cakes. Set age. I don't want to. Feels worse that I'm doing it manually. Happy birthday, buddy. Oh, his hair stayed the same. Oh no, there it goes. Oh, my baby, look at him. I can't believe my boy is an elder. He doesn't look like it. Before I forget, this is very important. Remove being athletic from the Knights of the Realm Club because I saw what happened to Sir Stuart. I actually would like him and Christina to have a dance. I think we're going to end this part with a dance. So this is the last part of the Knight generation. Obviously, in the next part, we'll still be in the same house, but for one more. So we're going to have another birthday because all these kids were born back to back and it just happened to coincide with his birthday. I think we'll go with the suggestion for what we're going to do with Mira. I might have her work 3 jobs that seem medieval. Like I've got a midwife career. She could do that to level 3 just for her aspiration. We could have her do 3 level 3 jobs. One will be midwife. I might have her do like retail, maybe teacher, but then the 3 bottom levels of teacher, basic Bible studies with the kids or something like that. Hopefully you guys are happy with that. So I'm going to wrap this part up here with these little cuties who are staring at each other. Oh, poor Rebecca, honestly. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Where'd you go, Gerard? Stop. Oh, he's going to the toilet. Oh my God. Don't forget to wash your hands, which is what he's doing. And I will catch you next time. He just made a liar of me. Thanks for watching.